Hello everybody, so it's that time of the year where we have lots of events, and just outside of God First Church in Christchurch, where we've had the second Your Town, Your Stories event. Brilliant time, just at the end of the community meal. I can't remember how Tracy said, but just extraordinary to see 100 odd people who came along to the community meal, and real joy to then tell a few stories about the sorts of people here in Christchurch who've been helped across. So we tell stories about all the projects and how they link together, but in a context of the local town. So there's a guy called Louis here who's there at the front in the community meal, so we didn't have a chance to actually video him. He was there in person telling his story of how life had been really rubbish when he'd come down here, but actually they've had the food bank plus had come alongside him, just giving him so much hope, come along to the community meal, got involved with church, become a Christian, and now wanted to give back. And the people who were there, so we have people like the Police and Crime Commissioner, we had the Mayor of Christchurch here. She was really impressed, and what was great is at the end she said, I want to help you amplify your message. And so we're looking at ways in which she's just had a post with 68,000 views, so happy days if we can get her on board with amplifying some of what we do. But just a lovely event, so thank you Tracy and Sarah again for setting up this event. And we're next week, so Saturday week, we've got the Wimborne Family Fun Day, and we'll do a little spot there which will be on Radio Wimborne, and because outside it will have to be a little bit different, but we'll tell stories again about all the work that you do. So it's good news, isn't it? One of the other things we had was new links get brought together, don't we? So the lady from Talbot Village Trust was here, and she was talking about RAFT, who is the Relationships and Family Therapy group now, used to be Relate, and we know the lady who runs that, Claire, and they've got lots of great counselling work that they do, and we think, oh, worth having a little conversation about how that links in with Smile. So all these links are really helpful. And actually, of course, Smile is starting their summer programme now, so Avon Heath, it's the first of the events this coming week. But again, well done to the team for getting another 12 events to put in for this summer. Actually, talking of Smile, I was at Poole Rotary Club last week. Managed to get a little slot to do a talk, talking about not only what's going on at Poole Food Bank, but what's going on at Smile. And they're really keen to help in just little ways, so very specific things, talking about air fryers, talking about the needs that Smile have for a gazebo and things like that. And I think that might be a fruitful way forward. So if any of you have links with any of the Rotaries or Inner Wheel or Round Table or Lions Club, any of those which we're not yet making use of, then please let us know. One of the things the link in there from Smile was, we said to them, one of the ways that you can help is to sponsor one of the DIY courses at the workshop that the Smile team are doing. And worth saying, we've just had a new lady start with us as really covering all aspects of administration across the training team, a lady called Kim. She's been volunteering for us for a while. She's now going to give some paid hours, which is brilliant. And what's also really nice is this coming week, our oldest volunteer there, Barry, faithful Barry, is 90. And so we are going along to have a little, Roger and Leo and the gang have set up a little celebration for him. So it'll be really good to celebrate. And more good news, just in case you didn't hear, at the Team Away Day, we've been successful with our bid with Bournemouth Food Bank into the lottery for our financial resilience work. So that'll mean we'll be able to start building up the teams, bit of recruitment to do, building up the teams so that in every one of our food banks in BCP, we'll be able to offer not just debt advice, but income maximisation help and that sort of budget, basic budgeting, the money guidance stuff that Carol's been doing so well. And we've got a conversation coming up in 2 weeks' time with some of the folk in Dorset Council to see if there's a way of doing exactly the same thing in Blandford and Wimborne. I had a really useful conversation with Citizens Advice there in Dorset this week. So lots of good stuff going on, and I hope you have a good week as we start into the summer programme. Keep going, everybody. Thanks for all you do.